Good novatos, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. We're trying out the GoPro Mod mic, the boom mic on the GoPro. And today we are doing the oil change on the Lowrider S. We're going to be changing the oil, of course, yes. And this is what I got right here, in case you guys are wondering. This is what we're going to be using. This is a V-Twin oil, 2050 weight, and Castrol. So it's fully synthetic. We're going to try that out. I'll have the description in the well, wait a minute. I'll have all the links in the description for everything that you're gonna see here in this video. I also got these O-rings, so you could get this one. This is a lot, but I'll provide another one. This is Harley-Davidson O-ring plug, drain plug. So that'll be in the description. And then we also have the K&N oil filter. This is KN171B. B means black, so that's what this is. They have a chrome. If you're looking for chrome, that's KN171C. So I'll have that also in the description of the video. And you know what, I kind of came to find out when I was looking at this kit from Harley-Davidson on their website. I don't know, it's just kind of funny. Most of the M8s are 4 quarts, but for some reason on their website it was suggesting the 5 quart. So if you guys go on the website, you guys click on the oil change kit that they offer, it will tell you, you know what, this is not compatible with the Lowrider S, and then they're going to recommend a 5 quart. So you know what, I'm not too sure what's up with that, but I am going to just put 4 quarts in it, and then we're going to see if it needs that 5th quart. I'm doubtful, but you know what, it's good just gonna have extra, I guess. So this is the 6-pack kit from Amazon, and you guys are gonna see that in the link in the description. And all you're gonna need is just basic tools. You just need a ratchet, and that's pretty much it, and a drain pan, and this is all you need. You don't need anything special. I am gonna give you guys the list and everything else from the owner's manual. You guys could pause that screen and take a look at what's required for a 5K service. All right, so I've already been on this for about an hour. You want to get it up to temperature to kind of get this to flow out smoothly and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pull this off, let that air go in there, and help you drain that oil from the pan a lot sooner. So let's go ahead and get underneath the bike. Alright, and while we let that drain out, you want to just kind of look at your drain plug. Make sure there's no abnormal metal shavings on the plug or anything, and it looks pretty good. It looks like when I took it in for service, it looks like they put on some Teflon tape. That's what that is. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's Teflon tape. In case you guys were wondering, how does the drain plug, so look at the flow right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the dipstick. You see the difference? All right, that's back on there. I don't know, can you guys see that? So that's the flow with the dipstick, and then this is the flow once you remove the dipstick. You see the huge difference? So just put that over to the side, or just leave it out, don't lose it. All right, so now we have the drain plug with the new O-ring, and we have some Teflon tape on there as well. So you know what, that Teflon tape, I don't know, maybe you guys could put it on, but from the 1K service they did use some Teflon tape. So we're gonna do that just like the dealership. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So we went ahead and and bent it like so. Get that in there and just try to aim it down over here, and let's see if hopefully we can get most of it. Fucking serious? Holy crap, that was so damn tight. I don't know what the hell they're doing at the dealership, but man, I had to, in case you guys are having a difficult time removing your oil filter because you know what, sorry, because somebody else decided to go way overboard on tightening the oil filter. Usually I could take this off with my hand. I had to use my gripper, my oil filter remover. I've had it for many years, and I had to use some sandpaper. So if you guys are having a hard time removing your oil filter because the last numbnuts tightened it way too much, you try that out. Look at this. So you could imagine how tight that is. I don't know why. I think some of the dealerships do this on purpose to kind of get you to go back. Look at this. It should not take that much torque or that much force to get these oil filters off. As soon as it's seated, as soon as it touches the gasket, you should probably just turn it half a turn more. It shouldn't be too tight. Alright, so now we're gonna get this prepped up. Go ahead and remove the seal if you got yours from K&N. We're gonna fill this up a little bit with oil so it doesn't so it's not a dry start, and we are also going to put some oil on the gasket. The reason why you put oil on the gasket, I've seen it happen before. People don't put oil on this and the gasket will actually pop out. So as soon as you're putting that in, due to the force of the oil filter and you turning it, sometimes this will pop out. So this is why you put oil on the gasket, to prevent that. Like I said, I've seen it happen before. Mechanics put this in there, they forget to put a little dab of oil on the gasket, and as soon as they start driving it off, they're gonna have a trail of oil behind them all the way from the stall all the way to the parking. And it's happened before. So always put a little bit of oil and put some oil inside the oil filter. Alright, so that's now fully seated right there. It has touched the base. The oil filter has touched the base. We are now going to turn it a 3/4 or an additional turn just to make sure it's fully seated and it's not over tightened. So just in case, like I said, you don't want to deal with what I just did because it was way over tightened. So just turn it 3/4 a little bit more. So if you want to just go based off of this, you want to make sure this ends up somewhere around here. So this would be half a turn, and then this would be 3/4 of a turn right over here. That's half. That's 3/4. All right, so now let's go ahead and start pouring the oil into the oil pan. Like I said, you're going to do 4 of these, and then we're going to start it, see how it sits, where it's at, the levels, and then we're going to do 5. if needed. Alright, so while we wait for that last quart to finish draining, we're gonna go ahead and put this back in there, take it for a spin, and just like it says right here, alright, if it's below this mark, add a little bit more. It should be in this mark, it should be in this area with 4 quarts, but like I mentioned, Harley-Davidson for some reason suggested 5 quarts. So let me go ahead and put that back in there, and then we're gonna have to check the fluid levels again. So it's good. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's already filled up. 4 quarts looks about right. I don't know why Harley-Davidson wants you to put 5 quarts in there. That's going to be way too much. So just do 4 quarts. And if you have that kit, if you buy that kit off of Amazon, they send you 6. So after your second oil change, you'll have enough for your third. So you can save yourself some money. And if you're wondering about the Syn 3, that fully synthetic stuff, you could change this stuff even before 5,000 miles. If you feel like this oil isn't good enough, you could change it at 3,000 miles. I have my dad, he still does his oil changes for all of his cars at 2,000 miles. This is back in the 1980s or 70s. He still changes his oil at 2,000 miles, even though the oil's been improved. There's additives, there's synthetics, there's all kinds of different things. The oil has been improved. That's why you see intervals of 7,000. Notably with Shade Tree Surgeon's maintenance, that was 7,000 miles. This one's recommended at 5,000 miles. So I'm going to keep this at 5,000 miles. But if you guys wanted to, it doesn't hurt. You guys can change your oil a lot sooner than that. If you feel like 5,000 is way too much, you could change it at 3,000. If you feel like I mentioned, if you feel that this oil is inferior to the Syn 3, then you can change it at 3,000 miles. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. You guys can do whatever you guys want to do, but that's my recommendation. You guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.